Welcome learners to Form 1 Mathematics. Today we are going to look at ratios. We are going to look at what we call ratios. Let us look at these examples. Number 1, given that A is to B is equals to 3 is to 5 and B is to C is equals to 6 is to 5, find the ratio A is to C. Find A is to C. So learner, in this case, you come and you write your first ratio. A is to B is equals to 3 is to 5. Then you pick your second. B is to C is equals to 6 is to 5. So from the first case here, learner, A is 3 and B is 5. In the second case, B is 6. Remember, B here was 5. B is 6 here and C is 5. So learner, what you notice here is that the value of B, the values of B are different on this side. So maybe you can enclose this like that and on this other side like that so that we can be able to see them properly. So, So the value of B in the first case is 5, the value of B in the second case is 6. Let us make these values to be the same so that we have a common value of B. So what we do is that we get the LCM just like we do in simultaneous equations. So here we get the LCM of 5 and 6, which is 30. So what do you multiply 5 with to get 30, learner? It is 6. You multiply by 6. What about 6? You multiply by 5 to get 30. And therefore, learner, you can write that A is to B is equals to what? It is equals to, you take 3, you multiply by 6, gives you 18. Then you take your B, which is 5, multiply by 6, gives you 30. We are through with that. We go to the second one. B is to C, therefore, learner, will be equal to what? Take your 5, multiply by this, gives you 30. Take the other number, 5 times 5 gives you 25. So in this case, learner, if you look at your B now on this side, and your B on this other side, the B now has a common value, and therefore B now is 30 in both cases. And so if B is 30 on both cases, B 30, B 30, what is your A is to C? A is to C, learner. A is to C is equals to what? It is equals to 18 is to 25. 18 is to 25. Look at that. A is 18, C is 25 when B is 30. So A is to C is 18 is to 25. We go to the second example, learner. Given that A is to B is 1 is to 2. B is to D is 4 is to 5, and D is to C is 3 is to 1. Find A is to C. So here you are given 3 ratios. So what is A is to C? So learner, what you do is that you write down the first 2. So A is to B is equals to 1 is to 2, and then B is to D is equals to 4 is to 5. So we handle these just like the way we have handled question 1. So look at your B's, learner. Look at your B's on this side and on this other side. Your B here is 2 and your B is 4. Make B to have a common value. And therefore we do this by multiplying this one by 2 and by multiplying this one by 1 so that we get the LCM as 4. And so you come and say A is to B therefore is equals to what? Take 2, multiply the 2 figures with the 2. So you get 2 is to 4. Then B is to D will be equal to, we were multiplying by 1 here. So you get 4 is to 5. And therefore, learner, if we enclose your B's like that, you can now be able to tell that your B is 4. B is 4. And so if B is 4, what is your A? Your A is 2 and your D is 5. And therefore, the ratio of A is to D, learner, is equals to 2 is to 5. So A is to D is equals to 2 is to 5. Good. From there, learner, bring in your third ratio here. D is to C. D is to C is equals to 3 is to 1. You bring in the third ratio there. So here we are again. We look at the D's. You can see the D's are here, and they are also here at on this other side. D in the first case is 5 and D is 3. Again, we make D's to have a common value. LCM is 15, so you multiply here by 3, learner, and you multiply here by what? By 5. Yes? And therefore, you come and say A is to D is equals to what? 3 times 2, 6. 5 times 3, 15. You go to the second case. D is to C is equals to what? 3 times 5 gives you 15, and 1 times 5 gives you 5. So learn, what is your D? What is your D? So let us enclose like that, and therefore your D is 5 in both cases. So D is 5, and therefore A is to C, learner. A is to C is equals to 6 is to 5. A is to C is equals to 6 is to 5. Good. Learner, go and practice on such problems to do with ratios. When practice on such things, they are normally tested in exams. Bye-bye. All the best.